People like Kizike, how do you feel this morning on the show? Okay. I'm gonna do the job. I'm gonna give top stories on the show, but I'm just not gonna go so deep about the Nigerian Super Eagles analysis. But then we know, well expected. But on the show this morning, I might not be sounding friendly to you listening to me. I might not be saying it the way you want to feel it or the way you want to hear it, but that's just what it is, right? I'm talking about the Super Eagles exactly. But one thing is certain, Nigerians, or let me not say Nigerian, let me say the way it's concerning me. I'm not talking politics, right? Nigerian sports fans, we love to blame, we love to complain, we love to let me keep it there first. Okay, I've got a man on the show with me. Top stories will come, but then let's get a talk. You're welcome. Good morning to you. How you feeling today?
Good morning, Kizzy, and good morning to the beautiful city of Lagos.
Do you want to pretend like you never saw what happened yesterday?
No, I won't pretend I didn't see what
So
happened yesterday.
if I say to you now, okay, just let's get your introduction properly first of all.
Well, of course, Ikechukwu Johnson is my name, and of course, it's very good to be here this very, very, very beautiful Monday morning in the city of Lagos. Yes, and it's still very much 90.3, the voice of the people.
Okay. So what happened yesterday?
Well, yesterday wasn't surprising for me. You know, when we're talking about this game, the build-up of this game, I think it was on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah. When we're talking about this game, I said it's going to show how prepared we were. And of course, there's no doubt we have the talent, but of course, the problem we have really showed. Tactically, we're not better than our opponents yesterday. On Saturday, yesterday now.
Was yesterday Sunday?
Tactically, we're not better than them, and of course, it really showed. And of course, we really missed Ndidi in that game. So it was a very, very, I would say it's a very, very poor outing for us. Of course, we just covered up with superior quality that we've got on the pitch, but Nigeria actually played badly.
Whose fault?
Now, the thing is that
No, say it. No, say what you think.
Okay. See,
say what you feel.
Okay,
say what you think,
See, this
right?
is what I feel, right? This is what I feel. I said something again that the very first game of every tournament is not the way to judge a team.
Okay.
We've seen team played in a very, very bad way in the first game, but of course they come around and of course ended up winning the championship. Let's go back to 2013. Nigeria first game was against Zambia.
Right.
It was a 1-1 draw. We played the second game against Burkina Faso, a 1-1 draw. I mean, a lot of people were like, we're out already. We managed to beat Ethiopia in the last game. We struggled to win that game by 2-0, and then we progressed in the next round. It was Cote d'Ivoire. We're like, in fact, rumors at that time was that they booked a return ticket for Super Eagles back home. But what happened? We were champions, right? Now let's go back to what happened last Nations Cup.
Okay.
Egypt played the first game against Nigeria and lost 1-0. What happened at the end of the day? They got to the finals. Of course, they lost to the Taranga Lions 4-2 on penalty.
Right.
But these things happen, right? This is the very first game. I want to expect that the players to shake up this, this setback and of course get back in the mood. See that of course we are in the competition proper. I believe we can actually get a very good result against Cote d'Ivoire. And,
I just wanted to hear you talk to me. I felt like you're gonna put more blames on Pesaro, but you never did.
No, I don't want to blame Pesaro.
So let me say
after the second game,
you escaped my talk. So let me say the way it is to be right now. Right, some messages I'm going to read. I'm not going to say who said. One said, "Carry better player go." Now rubbish you carry go. Someone as far as saying no style of play, just pure nonsense. If we can't beat Guinea, I bet China, Egypt or Cote d'Ivoire we go beat. All right, that's a message. Another one says my university school team not fit they play like this. Just hold on. He pay me say voice note no day here for talk to Pesero. So many talks, right?
No, see the thing, right? The only thing I have against Pesero in that game is the way he set up the team. Nigeria is not known to play, double pivots, two defensive midfielder in a game. And, of course, not against a team like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the morning show. This is the morning show. We might not have all the time to do a lot of analysis, right? Hopefully by the evening we do that a lot. We'll talk more for the evening time, the Football Fans Lounge. But let me come on this quickly now on Pesero.
Okay.
When I sound this on the radio, they be like, you love Pesero so much, and it's like he's your uncle. Okay, all right. So, but the truth of the matter is, let me quickly say to you, Uzoho starting, Uzoho never started. Sorry, was okay. It got to a point, even the government got involved and said Uzoho can't start every game. They had to call Pesero, put more warnings and ultimatums to the man. He decided to do it the other way. Wabali, wonderful start. Talk about this young man, Al Hassan Yusuf as well. Good start yesterday, nice debut, wonderful cap. I love the advancement, the way he plays. But the reason why I don't want to put blame on Pesero is this. Let's look at the lineup. Ola Aina, Trust Ekong, Simi Ajayi, Seydou Sanusi, Frank Onyeka, Yusuf. He will be playing as a number 10. Lookman, Moses Simon, Victor Osimhen. Now, we played against a team that we are the most valuable team in the Nations Cup. And we played against a team that you will struggle to find an evaluation point.
True.
But looking at the way it is, the flexibility of the team, we played against a composed and organized team.
Very, very.
You could see it from the onset. The manager, they came with a style. But what did Pesero try to do yesterday? We've seen Pesero, for me yesterday, I don't know if any other person saw it, but what Pesero did yesterday, I don't think that was a bad start. Looking at likes for like, whichever way you want to do it. Now, look at the players we have. We saw an Olaina, Seydou Sanusi, transition up. Now, I feel like Olaina has a lot of attributes to show. He's just not being confident. Seydou Sanusi also not being clinical in front of goal, not being confident to convert. The one we felt he was going to score, he had to set for Ikechukwu, and that was a poor one. Now, what about Victor Osimhen? I was it David, I can't recall, but someone posted on the group on the platform and said, what kind of team is this? Iwobi's not doing the job well, and Osimhen is returning. But let me say this, it's not the first time we've seen Osimhen return. I want to say that the Super Eagles themselves are to be blamed, the players. If I want to put flaws on Pesero in any way, I'm going to just say two things. The changes were not bad. We saw Samuel Chukwueze, we know him, how well he can do on a very good day. He came in, did not really prove well. Yusuf got off, Aribo came in. He left Iwobi on the game. That was not bad. And the last game, the last chance to see me was Iwobi's true pass. Now, let's take it from the other part. When the team is playing. Osimhen missed a lot of chances, right?
Yeah, well, you will not say that those are clear-cut chances. You will not say those are clear-cut chances.
Wait. Sorry.
Missed chances, yeah.
No, let me get it right. Osimhen missed a lot of chances.
They all miss chances.
No, what? Don't say they all. Okay, I would love you to say it the way it is because I know if.
Fine.
Let's say it this way. You don't need to have the back of Osimhen right now.
Fine.
Osimhen, if it was to say take it back to the street, it would say Osimhen kill us.
Well,
everybody, you could say the fans, you could see their faces, you could see how amazed they were when Osimhen missed that chance. Everybody felt like he should have scored a goal, and it's just see. I talk about the Equatorial Guinea player. We said it on the show the other time. These players might be unknown. Iban Edu, the guy who scored the goal, plays for Polisa, second tier, unknown player. Good player. I saw Ferdi Bikoro in the middle of the park trying not to allow them play. Now, Franz Onyeka was sitting deep. You talk about double pivot. We didn't really sit on that pivot. Al Hassan Yusuf was busy doing the counter run like a box to box and was making every right run. So I believe if Nigerian Super Eagles had converted the chances, because I wonder why we are putting blame on Pesero right now.
No, see.
Okay, sorry. Let me say this quickly. Where I feel Pesero did wrong is the fact that he played a 4-3-3. And when the manager looks at the drawing board and they feel like everything is not all right, what do you need to do? You make a change. I thought maybe a 3-5-2 would have been okay, or possibly a 4-4-2. Now, modern football, we've seen those wingers talk about Moses Simon. When you won't be struggling to get. See, it's a lot to talk about, right? But the question is, we don't have the urgency. We're not hungry. We're not resilient. We're not ready. We're not ready to go. My point.
We see for the chances, right? Why I said you cannot actually call those clear-cut chances.
Right.
That particular ball that Osimhen played on the goalkeeper's face. I think that was the clearest of all.
Okay, take that off.
Minus the very first one.
What about the last chance? You can't minus any of them. It's Osimhen we're talking about, African best player.
Well, this thing's happening. It's football.
No, see,
this thing happened. It's
my
football.
point is he
got the goal.
I started by saying we love to blame a lot. If you take it back to the street now, a lot of Nigerian fans will be saying Pesero.
Honestly, right? A lot of the players, all of them, in fact, most of them had their chances. They had their moment. There was a true
So it's
ball.
about the team.
There was a true ball.
Can you take away the manager on this stock? Can you do that? You struggle to do that, right?
No. See, the thing is this, right? The thing is this. You see, the way you set up a team, right? The way you set up a team. Why I'm so angry with Parceiro is the fact that. Why I'm so angry at Parceiro is the fact that Parceiro as a coach, right, set up the Eagles in the way that it made this Equatorial Guinea guys so comfortable in the middle of the park.
How?
So comfortable. You see the way they were touching the ball, Bikoro and the likes. They were so comfortable. Anytime the ball gets to our players,
we made them build up, right?
That's the thing.
But look at
it was so comfortable.
Looking at
if we were up against a big team, a big team, quote unquote, in African football, I understand that they've got the players to actually dictate the game. Not the Bikoro. Who is Bikoro? Like, it was so funny. I was watching the game and Nigeria were, what we're doing is soak up the pressure and then look for a way to break into fast. And come on, man, it really didn't work like that.
Okay, so think about Egypt yesterday. What happened to Egypt?
It's part of what I was saying earlier on when I said,
do you know
a lot of teams.
Do you know that Egypt we just played because the 7-time champion, the name? Do you realize that Nigeria play better than Egypt? Do you know?
That's exactly what I was saying. Right. That first game in the tournament. That was why I said it's too early to actually start, blaming the team. I want to see how they are going to shake this up. It's part of the game. First game in tournament is usually very difficult. Sometimes you don't even understand what's going on. The weather, the pitch, and all of that, the environment.
Okay, quickly now, what's the hope for the Super Eagles? Ivory Coast on Thursday. What's the result you're expecting?
I think I don't see us losing that game. I don't see us losing that game. No, we might not win the game, really, but I don't see us losing the game. I know we're going to progress.
All right. So quickly, let me let you know, give you the update about the African Cup of Nations, the 34th edition of the Sky and Ivory Coast of the country. You hear the likes of Yamoussoukro, Ochara. All of these places are very nice. Ivory Coast got the result against Guinea-Bissau. Now, let me say that both Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea, do you know the difference? I think the Guinea-Bissau are kicking the ball, while the Equatorial Guinea are keeping the ball. Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's just a different team. These ones are ready to play. The Equatorial are ready. See, they had a great time. Was it back 2019? Was it 2019? I can't recall. The Nations Cup, they stopped Riyad Mahrez's team, Algeria, from not getting. I can't recall the year. But that's a team that we've seen from the onset. We know how they can be. But let's go off that one and talk about the African result again. The first one was Ivory Coast getting the result before Sunday. Nigeria Super Eagles 1-1 against Equatorial Guinea. Egypt played a 2-2 to Mozambique. I felt so bad yesterday. Do you know why?
Why?
Mozambique I wasn't really rooting for them, but I felt like if you do well, you need to get a result.
Yeah, they actually played very
13 games in African Nations Cup, losing 10 and getting a draw 3 times. And that was a bad result. That would have made a mark for them. But away from that, Ghana, a struggling team as well, like the West African Nigeria as well, played a 1-2 with Cape Verde. And when I saw the Cape Verde side, I felt like, okay, they are ready to go. But it's not ending there. Today, it continues again. The African Cup of Nations, I'll let you know. Senegal, the defending champion, play against Gambia. A very big game. Cameroon against Guinea. Andre Onana, I'll tell you about him. And Algeria, Angola. So, AK, quickly, let's talk about Onana. I got to say this. Let me quickly bring this to your notice. Andre Onana was well board a 7-hour flight from England. I mean, he has done that already. To Ivory Coast for the AFCON after ensuring Man United takes a point in that game. They got did it pay off?
See, it's not even about whether it paid off or not. Okay. I mean, it was a disaster. Yes, it was. I mean, why? I'm still trying to wrap my head around the reason why the Cameroon Football Federation will actually allow something like this. I mean, the rule is simple: 14 days to the tournament, you have to be in camp, right? So why is Onana still in England after the tournament kick-started already? What's going on?
Don't you think that's a message to the NFF?
NFF?
Yeah, you don't want to think so. Okay, sorry. The Cameroon national.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what
the reason doing. I said NFF. We also allowed Samuel as a point stay back. You saw that. But let's go up there quickly. Some top stories will do because of time frame. Onacho, we know that story. I didn't get a start as a story about Onacho, but let me quickly leave that. Ivory Coast starts tournament with a win. Super Eagles forced to a draw. And not expected against Equatorial again. So sorry about that. So in the world of tennis, Novak Djokovic, he's the man who got hard fought in the victory defending Australian Open title. I'll let you know about that hopefully later on. The Australian Open Day 2 and tomorrow Naomi Osaka in action. And for the English Premier League, Man United held at home. Well expected draw.
United naturally usually have good games against Tottenham, Newcastle, and the likes, of course. So I wasn't surprised. Even if we were in our very worst day, I was expecting to pick up a point, especially when it's happening at the Theatre of Dreams.
Okay, so Cape Verde, Eastern Ghana secured a point in the Group B. And on the top stories, I'm just going to do more of AFCON. Mohamed Salah's late penalty helps Egypt secure 2-2 draw against Mozambique. And also Super Cup, Vinicius Junior backs hat-trick as Real Madrid tried Barcelona to land the Spanish Super Cup title, and that's in Saudi Arabia. And also pressure mounting on manager Ten Hag as Tottenham played a dog. That's a 4-goal thriller in that very game. And also this one says we only do better against victim Samuel Osai. Is it true?
United or
Osai, Super Eagles. We only do. Okay, so Super Eagles deserve more than draw against Guinea, Equatorial Guinea from Jose Pesero. True? Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We deserve more than draw.
We do more, okay, when we return the evenings. Lagos City and beyond. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. We've got more interesting programs coming your way. It's Mary and I for Debbie on the sideline. Business around town. We don't want to miss. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. All right, okay, let's get on the sign out. Why you take your headset off? Let's go quickly. Let's get your sign out.
Oh, it's so good to be here, and like you said earlier on, we'll be looking forward to do a proper job in the evening.
Right. I don't feel convincing. I'm not fulfilled, but hopefully we'll do more. All right. See. All right. Without God, there is no keys to care. There's nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. More of the AFCON talk to come. You don't want to mix out. 5 p.m. Getting locked here. We've got a lot to talk about. My name is KZK. You know I love you so much, Lagos City. I'm out.